Welcome to this online presentation of Planning for Business Success presented by the Small Business Development Center at Columbia Gorge Community College. The video you're about to watch is one portion of this course. For information about enrolling in the entire program, please visit the college website, which will be provided later. During this presentation, we will discuss why a new or existing business should write a business plan. We will identify the key sections of the business plan and what information each section should contain. And you will also be provided with a list of additional resources that will help you complete your own business plan. The first question many people ask is why anyone should consider writing a business plan. Many feel that it will be too much work or that it isn't necessary. Well, the fact is that almost no successful venture reaches its full potential without a plan. When starting a business, there's a great deal that you will not know, and the business plan will force you to research these areas further. This will help you become better prepared to start a business or expand your current business operation. Often your business idea will start as what some would consider a dream, based solely on your desire to create your own business. Writing a business plan will force you to prove that your dream will work with solid facts and research. The plan will require a great deal of research and analysis on your part, which will force you to look at reality. You will need to indeed prove that there is a market for your product or service. You may also find that your initial idea may not work as well as you had hoped, or that it will not support your financial needs. You will need to prove that your business will be financially viable in the years to come based on the financial projections you will complete. During the planning process, you will gain a greater insight into your industry and market. This research will provide you with knowledge that will improve your chances of business success. Writing a business plan will also prove to others that you're taking your business venture very seriously. Many businesses will seek loans to either begin their new business or provide funding for the growth of an existing venture. Most lenders today will require a young or new business to submit a business plan as part of a financing package. The presentation of your business ideas and your plan can be a key factor in having your loan requests approved or denied. You will find many different formats in which a business plan can be written. However, there are some key sections that all plans should contain, and these are listed here. We will now look at each section in greater detail. The executive summary will be written last after the remainder of your plan is complete. This section should be 2 pages or less, and it is a summary of your entire plan. The executive summary is very important as it can be the first and only impression your plan has with the reader. I would compare it to the summary you may find on the back cover of a book. Often, when shopping for a new book, a buyer will read over the summary to see if it piques their interest and will make a buying decision based on this brief summary by the author. The executive summary may serve the same purpose with those reading your plan and will often determine if the remainder of the plan will be read. You will want to be sure the executive summary is tailored to your audience. Your audience could be a lender, investor, potential business partner, or possibly a key employee. If you are requesting a loan, mention in the executive summary how much you will need and why you will need it. You should be able to provide a company description that will let a reader know what business and industry type you participate in. If you have drafted a company mission statement, insert this statement here. This can be followed up with outlining your company goals and objectives. It will show where you want your business to be both in the short term and long term. Describe how your company will be structured legally and why did you decide on this form of ownership. Provide a brief description of your market and the area you wish to serve. Keep this brief as you will go into greater detail later. Describe your industry as well as the state of your industry. Is it growing? Season? How will you fit into it? Are there current situations in the industry that you seek to take advantage of, and how? What strengths do you bring to the industry as a company, as well as what strengths do you personally bring to your business? Be specific and realistic, but willing to prove what you say. Anyone can say that they will have the best business, but you need to be able to prove it. In the products and services section of the plan, you will provide a detailed description of what you will offer. If you have multiple product lines or services, be sure to describe each of them separately if needed. If there are any technical diagrams, photos, or other items you wish to present, reference them here and place them in the appendix. This is a good time to clearly describe what makes your product or service different and unique from the competition. Discuss the pricing structure of what you offer. The pricing you arrive at should make sense and be based on sound business decisions. How does your price compare to your competition? Given your cost to purchase or produce an item for sale, what will your gross profit margin be given your pricing structure? These are a few things you would want to consider in setting pricing. Earlier in your plan, you have provided a general description of your market. Here, you will go into greater detail and clearly define and describe your target market in detail. You will not be able to get away with stating your target market is everyone in Oregon. You will need to be more specific. It may be helpful and necessary to use demographic data for your specific market area when doing this. Your local Chamber of Commerce, economic development organizations, and Small Business Development Center can all be excellent resources for obtaining market data. You also need to state how you have determined that there is demand for your products or services within your target market. What forms of market research have you done, and what were the results? The market plan should also give specifics as to how you will market your product or services to reach your target market. What advertising will you use? Will you have a website, and how will you direct people there? Will you advertise in publications that are most utilized by your target market? These are a few questions you should be able to answer. In your market plan, you should also clearly identify and evaluate your competition and how you will compete against them. List each competitor and describe their strengths and weaknesses. The operational section of your plan will outline to your reader how your business will function on a day-to-day basis. If you are producing a product, describe what production techniques the business will implement. If you will carry inventory, what type of inventory control system will you utilize, and who will be responsible for the system? Where will you locate, and what determines your location needs? Describe the staffing needs of your business. Who will the key employees in your organization be, and outline their responsibilities? This section of the plan should paint a mental picture to the reader of how your business will operate. You must provide proof to the reader and yourself that you have the right location, people, and systems in place to have a successful business. Here, you will outline the management and organization of your business. Provide professional resumes of each owner, emphasizing their experience related to the business. This is where you will seek to prove that the team you have assembled has the experience and background needed to be successful. Include job descriptions for each key manager or key employee. Also, include a list of outside business partners that you are in contact with and who will assist with the planning and operation of your business. This could include a local attorney, accountant, business consultant, banker, or other respected business professional. By listing these individuals, you will show that you have a full team of professionals surrounding your organization. The financial section of the plan is very important, as the analysis you do here will need to prove that you can succeed financially over time. If you are starting a new business or expanding an existing business, you may be surprised how quickly expenses can add up. Be sure to list all startup or expansion expenses. You will not only need to consider the big expenses, such as equipment, facility expense, or vehicles, but also smaller items that are necessary to the operation of your business. Things like office supplies, a telephone, fax machine, computer, printer, paper, pens, pencils, and so on are often overlooked, so keep them in mind. Describe how your business idea will be financed and who will provide this financing. Be sure to include your own personal equity contribution. Most lenders will not lend you 100% of what you will need, so be prepared to contribute some of your own savings. If you are applying for a loan, you will need to provide a personal financial statement for each owner of the business. A very important exercise will be to conduct a break-even analysis and include that information here. This is where you will determine at what level of sales you are operating at a zero profit but covering all costs of doing business. Said another way, you will determine how much business you need to do to earn nothing but keep your doors open. If this analysis shows that you will need an unrealistic level of sales to stay in business, then you will need to reevaluate your idea and operating model. Be sure to include what you need to personally earn from the business to maintain your livelihood. It will also be necessary to complete projected financial statements, including cash flow projections, projected income statement, as well as a balance sheet projection. Examples of these will be provided in the class resources. If you are seeking financing, be sure to include the proposed loan in your financial projections. Obviously, your financials should show a lender that the loan request can and will be paid back. Provide an explanation of any assumptions used when completing your projected financials. A new business should include an opening day balance sheet showing the financial condition of the business upon startup. This slide shows some resources that can assist you with writing a business plan. The first link will direct you to the SBDC portion of the college website. bizcenter.org is the website for the Oregon Small Business Development Center Network and is full of valuable resources. The SBA website contains a section dedicated to starting a business and completing a business plan. bplans.com is a site for a business plan software provider, but also provides several free business plan samples that can give you some ideas. SCORE provides several useful templates, including a sample business plan format that is very good, as well as templates for everything you need to complete the financial section of your plan. Spend some time with each of these resources. Here are some quotes related to planning that may provide you with some additional perspective as you start to write your own plan. This concludes this presentation. For more courses offered by the Small Business Development Center at Columbia Gorge Community College, visit the link provided. Please continue with the remainder of the online class, and as always, if you have additional questions or comments, please post them in the questions forum.